Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nathan Dewey, and I'm here with Unfortunately, I'm here with Dan, the TV man, and we are here for the second episode of Apex Wrestling. Entering the ring, Sakamoto, and this man, I'm not sure much about him, but I'll tell you that he is ripped.
He is one of the best mixed martial artists in his whole family. He's the only one, but he is one of the best. And but in all honesty, he's a great competitor. He's getting his chance to enter the Impact Championship match at Genesis. This is an entry match. Todd winning his match barely last week against Troy, and this week it will either be Sakamoto or this man right here, Matthew Gage, a young man, a young up-and-comer, a high flyer of sorts, but also one who is not afraid to get his hands dirty in a grappling match. So we will see who will go on to compete with Todd and one other individual at the pay-per-view Genesis in a few weeks.
You have to think that these two are excited because whoever wins this match basically gets a freebie to being the Impact Champion, considering their competition from last week.
Well, you say that, but that's what Troy thought, and he ended up with his back on the mat for the 3 count.
Right, Sakamoto. I didn't want to get into this today. Troy pinned Todd 3 times, and you admitted at least one of those should have probably been a 3 count. Yet, we're here with Todd, advancing, and honestly, that's what my point here. Either of these two, if they're a reasonable competitor, which it looks like they are, they're going to have an easy time with Todd, who should not be in there in the first place.
And again, Matthew Gage here is driving back Sakamoto time after time. There is a bit of a strength difference in these two individuals, it looks like. With Matthew Gage having a bit of an upper hand, but again, Sakamoto a bit more of a striking expert in comparison to Matthew Gage. What a match it would be to see Sakamoto versus Troy White. You better believe that'd be a bloodbath. And now a quick cover, not even a 1 count because our referees are a little slow on the intake here.
Talk about a bloodbath. Sakamoto lands even a few of these strikes against someone like Todd. It'll be Todd's career will be over. Sakamoto showing that he might have been out grappled early here, but I gotta say that his momentum, once he gets something started, it's hard to stop him.
He has been dominant, and that was a very nice flying clothesline. There was some height on that jump. I would even maybe say some frustration after getting your face hit in a few times. Very impressive look at that. And now, kind of getting the upper hand and going to take advantage, begging Sakamoto to get up. And look at these swift chops. Now, kind of a Falcon Arrow. Look at this jumping, and look at the height he got on that. And Sakamoto's head hitting the mat hard. Now Matthew Gage up high. Sakamoto in the danger zone. Oh!
Speaking of strength, Sakamoto showing he has some of his own.
Wow! That might be all. Look at the forearm to the face. Sakamoto now going up on his own. It didn't work out very well for Matthew Gage, but Sakamoto apparently thinks it'll work out well for him. Oh, into a nice clean cross body, taking down Matthew Gage, who seemingly, look at that, just devastating maneuver right there. Matthew Gage trying to just crawl out of the way and get out of here, and Sakamoto will not let him.
Matthew Gage took his eyes off of his opponent. He just kind of took a leap of faith.
Oh!
Sakamoto.
Oh, look at this. Look at that amateur background. He has just a little bit, kind of humiliating his opponent. And a slap to the back of the head, trying to cover him off of that, and just gets a 1 count. Sakamoto not happy, it seems, about this. Ooh, a stiff double super kick right there.
You gotta think that might be it.
And Matthew Gage somehow, I've been very impressed with Matthew Gage here tonight. Sakamoto is no slouch. A hit from him would take down a normal man. Oh!
A hit from him would take down a normal elephant.
It's hard to argue with you, partner. Matthew Gage being very resilient, but Sakamoto, look at the cool, calm look on Sakamoto's face. He does not seem to be worried or concerned about this at all. And look at the psych out. Wow, mind games being played. 1, 2, just barely.
I have to go back to this point. You said it's hard to argue with me, but yet somehow you find a way to do so.
Oh! Oh,
What
a
a
spinning knee! It caught Sakamoto, almost got the 3 count. I don't think Sakamoto may not know where he's at. He is dazed. Look at him back up.
Back awake already. He got up as quickly as Matthew did. He's not quite as conscious, but he's enough to defend himself, and that's all he needs to get back into the fight. Rice. I love rice. This is cannibal.
And now,
He's got a submission.
as we're back from commercial break, he had that submission in for a while. And again, another body takedown. And look at another slap just to insult Sakamoto. And Matthew Gage looks ready to put this bad boy away, I think. Oh my gosh!
It's, he's doing all right now, but I feel like that's just a waste of a lot of energy.
It's hard to argue with you. There's some confidence here, but oh no.
You keep saying, but you keep finding a way to argue.
Well, shut up, partner. That was a reverse 450 splash, and I think Sakamoto's going night-night, but he somehow managed to kick out. And oh no, Matthew Gage, I think, has decided that one more will do it. Oh, but Sakamoto!
Notice, he looks away. He does not keep his eyes on his opponent, and that's led to his downfall.
And you are correct. That spinning elbow, I think Matthew Gage, he very likely could be unconscious, maybe suffering now from a slight concussion. We had that cross body earlier on, a very impressive maneuver. Both men showing their athleticism here, showing their power. Look at that double super kick to the back of the head, and somehow Matthew Gage was able to kick out, and I mean narrowly. Look at that. Sakamoto seems surprised. I don't know how Sakamoto kicked out of this. A man who was able to do that.
I have to say Matthew Gage is a young star with a lot of potential. I have to give him 2 crucial pieces of advice. First, look where you're landing, and second, get rid of that hair.
Sakamoto advances. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break as a fight has broken out in the back parking lot. It looks like it is the Patrol and the good old boys. In theory, Zach and Jimmy are supposed to have a one-on-one match tonight, and it looks like that they have already started their fight here in the parking lot. We're trying to get security back there at this moment, and it is not happening, as Jimmy thrown into a car and Ryan is handling James by the other vehicles. Look at what is going on here.
That's a big man.
That is a very big man. Oh, and James is out for the count, I do think, as Zach has beaten up, and the security is coming. We have scheduled programming to get to. We will get you further information on that later tonight. But here is a man who last week was very upset by not being in the World Championship match. And as rumors go in the locker room from those who I talked to, he is still very upset about said thing. And he reportedly had made mention to the general manager that if he doesn't get an opportunity that he deserves, he will make an opportunity. And so we're not sure what that entails fully, but he is definitely upset. But a very impressive, had the quickest match in Apex history, where that's not a lot, it's still somewhat impressive.
Yeah, look, we have to say, if we look at who the current champion is, you have to imagine that if he gets that opportunity, he will be the current champion. And who?
This is a local talent.
Can someone explain to me why we are putting this man in the ring with Dan Cage? Dan Cage should be fighting another contender, not...
He said he wanted a match. He wanted an opportunity to prove himself, and as you can see, I think he's going to prove one thing, and that is that Dan is pissed off. And Dan is waiting.
This is a disrespect to Dan Cage
to get up again. Oh gosh! And his head hit the back of that turnbuckle.
No, I can tell. I think he's upset of the quality of opponent here because he's making sure.
Oh no! And that, my friend, I think is all she wrote. Derek Jones has not moved.
That match is
over. Derek Jones, it looked like was trying to put up the X. I think trying to explain that he needs help.
I'm sure Derek Jones will have an illustrious career in the company. I'm sure he's going to do great things.
But I don't think he'll be brought back.
That was sarcasm. He sucks.
Oh.
He should not be in the ring. He should not be in the ring against Jackson Reed, let alone Dan Cage. Dan Cage, hopefully we get him an opponent that's actually, can do a push-up. But look, I think we know what's happening here.
Considering what happened last week, I have a feeling I know, partner, what you're saying.
I think he wants to step up in competition. I think this is symbolized.
Thank goodness he's just helping up his opponent. I think he decided to show mercy. Look at Derek, doesn't know where he's at. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! We're gonna need security, an ambulance, anything, please. I think he's just yelling to give him competition. Logan, we're proud of you, brother. We said one day we'd make it off that farm. We go make something with our lives. And you did that by winning the Apex World Championship. Love you, Bubba. I'm proud of you. And guess what? I'm going to go get mine tonight. When I go face Zach King, I'm going to win our shot at them tag team belts. And me and you, we'll celebrate at Genesis together as champions. Yeah. Well, you heard it from Jimmy. Jimmy will go one-on-one with Zach King from the Patrol to enter.
I was under the impression that these two were from South Texas. Apparently, they're from Southern Australia. With his accent there, but I gotta say,
fun of somebody for their ethnicity. That's messed up, man. You get canceled.
I didn't ethnicity. The Australians, they're the same ethnicity as for the most part. I didn't know. I figured, I guess we haven't heard Logan talk about it. I guess there are rednecks, in other countries.
Apparently, the Patrol and the Good Old Boys did have that altercation in the back earlier today. And
this makes more sense why the Border Patrol are here, because they realize that we have some immigrants from Australia without a proper visa, and we're going to go ahead and deal with that problem for us. So actually, I understand what was going on backstage now, and this is all making a lot more sense.
This is a one-on-one match, but it is with the stipulation that the winner, their team, will go to Genesis to face for the inaugural Tag Team Championships of Apex. Why this is not a tag team match, I'm not sure. Our general manager didn't really give us much explanation, but the first tag match will happen at Genesis for the tag belts, and this is the first. There will be 4 teams to face off, Two of them facing off at this moment. Representing the Patrol is Zach King. Representing the Good Old Boys is Jimmy. Jimmy is the brother of Logan, our current Apex World Heavyweight Champion. And James is their cousin. So it's a big family, supposedly, all into the business of beating people up, which Jimmy at this moment is doing a good job of, as he is taking down Zach, who is now taking the lead. And what a boot to the face.
I don't know what, I don't know much about these fellas, but I gotta say, I support our law enforcement here. I hope they can take care of the situation.
Believe it or not, they're not real cops. Ooh, taking up the leg.
That's just a preposterous accusation. They're clearly wearing uniforms that look like some sort of martial background.
Well, they can claim whatever they want. They can write as many fake tickets as they want. And supposedly what it was is after James parked the car, Ryan, and I quote, says, "Get your hick car out of my spot before I write you a ticket," and my fist cashes it.
I think they were driving on the left side of the road, and there was something like weird about that. They're like, "Hey, are you from here?"
Thrown into the barricade.
And they heard the accent, and they knew it was time to take action.
And Jimmy now throwing him on the barricade.
That explains his inhuman strength wrestling crocodiles.
Pretty sure, partner, they're not Australian. You can keep saying it. Pretty sure they're not.
You know what? I've been around the South my whole life, and I gotta say that they didn't sound like my brothers.
You don't have any brothers. You have 4 sisters, Dewey. I've met all 4 of them, and they look just like you. It's really weird. And a nice pull over the top rope.
I really don't understand what you're talking about.
It was on the script, okay? I'm just writing with what our boss told me to say, okay? Zach King dominating Jimmy now at this point in the match, but Jimmy fighting back. These deep punches right to the gut. And Zach reversing with a nice knee to the stomach.
He was trying to fight out from down under, but he's put onto his back.
Look at this. Oh! Nice elbow. Look at Ryan. Ryan throwing in a trash can lid. I don't know if Ryan is trying to suggest something to Zach to use this weapon, or if he's just trying to call Jimmy trash. I'm not really sure. James distracting. Oh, and now he called him a hick again, and Jimmy is upset.
He's upset because it's incorrect. It's the wrong attribution of hometown.
Uh-oh. And look at this. Oh, my soul! He just crashed and burned. 1, 2, and somehow Jimmy is able to kick out. I do wonder why that Ryan was not the one put in this match to represent their team. If I was Zach, I think I would have just let Ryan come in here and probably fairly well dominate, and a stampede by Jimmy.
I think that there was some racial bias there by management. Listen, you can laugh about it, but these injustices have been happening for a long time.
I would argue.
Look at that arm spin. This guy's got a Greco background, apparently.
Oh, the fight back. Dodge. They're going back and forth. What in the world? Oh, my soul! What a power bomb out of nowhere. That might be all she wrote. 1, 2. Zach kicking out narrowly. The fans chanting, "We're not worthy." And a second one.
I gotta say, even the best law enforcement can't really deal with the top-tier crackhead.
Jimmy and James, the good old boys, will go on to Genesis to face for the tag team championships. Their opponents will be decided next week. A hard-fought fight by Zach, but barely kicking out of this maneuver here, but he could not do it a second time. And here we go. Look right there. Planted down for a second time. And James is excited.
Looks like the good old mate will represent their country with pride at Genesis.
Oh, my soul. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we have our main event. It will be for the Apex World Heavyweight Championship. Joey Savage earlier today tweeted speaking on the idea of that he was the one who defeated Goodman and Logan took advantage. Now, where I personally don't believe that, Joey was able to weasel himself into this match tonight for the Apex World Championship. When the general manager spoke to Logan about it, Logan simply said, I will kick his butt and he'll shut up. And so we'll see if that actually happens here tonight. But Logan has gotten himself into a match against this man here, Joey Savage. We'll see how it goes.
That's got to be, I feel like that can't be completely accurate because I don't believe that Logan can string that many words together in a sentence. But I'm sure that we'll see that Logan's win last week was not a true representation of our world champion. Look at him holding that belt. Disgusting.
Well, if he wins here tonight, will you change your tune? Will you change your mind and say something nice about our heavyweight champion, the man representing our company?
Logan walking out with the belt in hand. The belt he does not deserve. And we'll see pretty soon that's the case. Honestly, I think that this match tonight should have been Paul Goodman versus Joey Savage, and Logan should have been stripped and
why is that?
Get back to working on the farm because he should have never had the opportunity in the first place. Logan should have maybe had an opportunity against I don't know who was, I forgot the name, the man that faced Dan Cage today. That would have been a better competition for him. Maybe Jackson Reed. Jackson Reed, I'm sure, wanted a tune-up fight for his next match.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger, Joey Savage, weighing in at a solid 226 pounds.
That's JS on a short stands for just saying.
I don't think it does. And our reigning champion, weighing in at 284 pounds, our Apex World Champion, Bubba Logan.
Why do we have an in-ring announcer? We're going to just mute his mic and we're going to talk over him.
I don't know who that dude is. We do not pay that guy. I'm not sure why he's in the ring.
Get him out of it. Security! All right, they're roughing him up. He had a WWE logo on. I don't even know where he got that.
And now the fight begins, and Joey Savage trying to grab him from behind.
Right. Open hand strike, by the way. He knows what it is.
Oh, look at that. Now a real deep chin lock right there.
I think that's a choke. I think that's a See, these dirty tactics are why people think that he's actually good.
Oh, that was a chop. And Joey able to block the strike and fighting back. and Logan ate that strike. And now is clobbering Joey Savage. Well, is this match going how you expected it to, huh? You thought it was going to be a one-sided match, didn't you?
I never said it would be one-sided because Logan has a lot of, what do you call it? Redneck grit. He's a tough man. But just like last time, he's going to tire himself out, but we don't have Paul Goodman to break up the fall this time for him.
Well, we'll see about that. Logan showing why he did win the title with his brute strength, this fierce fury that he has in his attacks. There's no wasted moment. Everything he does is a hurtful maneuver to somebody else with the snake eyes.
I think every moment of his life was a wasted moment, if I'm honest. But,
Logan. Oh my soul! Put Joey down to the ground, and Joey, will he be able to kick out? He's able to get out at a 1. Maybe a little too early to try to actually put this thing away by Logan here. And Joey now fighting back into it.
So notice Joey Savage is keeping the pace under control. He's not getting into the flurry with Logan. He's keeping it slow, and he's picking his shots correctly.
I can't argue with that. He is if this match gets in too high of a pace where Logan's able to continue to get momentum, it will look bad for Joey. But Joey is now mocking Logan, able just to do a maneuver and take a rest. He's not trying to exert himself. If he can outlast Logan, as you're saying in your opinion, he'll have a good chance. But this is not looking good for Joey. Oh! He may have landed right on his face first. Here we go. 1. Look at Logan's face says it all. I don't think anybody expected Joey to kick out of that maneuver.
His face looks like all the time. I think he doesn't know how to close his mouth. He's been breathing out of it this whole time. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
Joey dodging the strike. Oh, he's got him by the hair and throwing him back over.
Again, more dirty tactics from this barnyard brawler.
Ooh, stiff punch to the gut.
That shot.
Oh, what about that? A rake to the eyes. I think a thumb in the eye specifically.
That's called a brow ridge bruiser. His thumbs never approached his eyes. He was pressing into the temple, cut off his blood flow.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Look at Joey Savage now with a savage bomb right to the ground. 1, 2, and kicking out at 2. Joey
I think that I'll talk to management about these referees with their slow counts, but impressive that Logan couldn't even get up at all.
Oh my soul! A curb stomp by Joey Savage to Logan. Do we have a new world champion?
Yes.
Oh! And Joey's face says it all, the frustration. But he's got to just stay on top of him. He's just got to keep beating him up. And that's not what he wanted. Look at Logan trying to gather himself together, it looks like. Figure out where he's at. His face just met the canvas.
He's been trying to figure out where he's at for the past 27 years.
Oh, a nice deep slap to the neck. Oh, and may have just slapped him right in the face.
Look at that close-handed fist. Our referees are getting more and more.
Oh, what a kick to the head. And Joey's going for it again. It looks like another curb stomp, and he's busted open wide. New champion. And he got the ropes in the nick of time. And look at this, not giving any waste. Look, I may not agree with Joey Savage and his tactics and his personality, but he's being smart. He's staying on top of Logan, giving no real chance for breath. Just stay on him and beat the guy until he can't move anymore, and it's hard to argue with that strategy.
Joey Savage has not shown any level of disrespect towards his opponents. He's fought within the rule set of every match he's been in. I really don't understand where your hate comes from.
Oh man, he's muscled up. And now he's got some kind of bear hug type submission applied. Joey looks to be in some pain.
He needs to get the head into the sternum to finish it. I don't think it's going to work.
And look at that, the punches to that liver. And then the Savage cut right there. Oh! Joey might get ready to take out this referee if he is not agreeing with him. And what is this? Explain this, huh?
Explain what?
He took off the turnbuckle pad. And now, look. 1, 2, 3, 4,
oh, wow.
5,
6, 3 to 1
7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
That was a 10 count.
We're not in preschool, buddy. You can't just keep counting. Look, 3 times already the referee slow counted. This time he missed the count. Joey knew that the referee was not down, so why would he bother kicking out?
Oh, yeah, sure. He was only out of the commission because he had taken off the turnbuckle pad. What do you have to say about that?
I think that he was inspecting it because just like last week, they realized these turnbuckles are not made properly for all fighters.
Well, you can say that all you want, but I just think Joey Savage is a scumbag who's about to get a Bubba Buster, the height that he had on that. Logan wisely pulling him away from the ropes. Goes in for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Logan retains, and you need to take back everything you said. He is a champion worthy of our respect.
He's a cheater. He's a fraud. He's a terrible person. And honestly, his smell is pretty bad.
Listen, everything you just said, I use to describe you on a daily basis.
You're lucky that we're calling him from remote, because you know that this would be our match would not be as close as this match.
Just because that's true doesn't mean you have to threaten me, okay? That's not okay. I'll talk to management. Joey Savage.
Joey Savage proved that he was the better competitor. The referee proved that he is bought in. I don't know where they got the money to buy him out, but they put together a few cabs and sold them.
I will say, I was very impressed overall with Joey Savage's performance. I don't appreciate and agree with his tactics at all points, but he did prove that he can hang with some of the best. And Bubba Logan is still the world champion. Is there anybody in that locker room who was able to defeat Logan? That is the question.
Joey Savage, Paul Goodman, Dan Cage.
Well, considering he's beaten 2 of those 3 guys, we'll see about that, okay? Logan thanking his fans and his supporting people. All these people love him, even if some commentators are biased against him. He is still the world champion.
Biased for him, what you're trying to say. Though.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I gotta go. I'm gonna try to get out of here before talking. Traffic's gonna be terrible out here, so I'll see everyone next week.
Agreed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.